See what we
I
got
got
here.
beat a couple of times, like, sit me outside, please. Amazing.
Yeah, right?
Gotta enjoy it. Gotta like it to make sure.
Well, you gotta wait a second. All right, let me go back to my meeting.
Morning, Mark. Where do you find these?
At the Gold Wall Pillow Store.
They're handmade.
Oh, we got people all over the place here.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to, I'm gonna do this. Can't. Huh. Good morning, folks. I hope you can hear me online. You're good with that? I've got this here. I'll try standing up. To the guys that are going to be speaking are taller than me, so they'll have to adjust that when they get over here. We've got 5 people online. We're going to get started here in just a second. He disappeared.
Actually, Hector started.
Yo, you're starting? Come on over this way, because you got to be behind the little mic, little camera.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. All right. Let me go to recording. Good morning, folks. It is actually kind of a gray Monday morning, but it's beautiful out if you have not been outside. Just kind of nice and a little overcast. So welcome to our Monday Mastermind. I'm Melissa Schwartz, the managing broker of Realty One Group in Paradise Valley. This morning for our Monday Mastermind, we have a special treat. We have a team here in our office, the Unity Group, that does some incredible training for their team, but they also share their wisdom with all of us. So this morning, they're going to be talking about how to automate your social media. So I'm going to start with Hector. He's going to get it rolling, and then we're going to hear from Vaz on the Metricool system that I understand correctly is free.
It's free.
So you guys can all take advantage of this. Hopefully have your notepads ready, and we will get working on that. Hector, come on over here. I'm going to switch this view to, whoops, how do I do that? Trying to make it small view so you don't see all of that. Okay, that is not what I want. Hang on, folks.
Click yourself, right?
Well, I guess I could do that, but I really want to be small in the background is what I want, because you're gonna go.
Gotcha.
We'll just do this. I think if I pin myself, it's not what I want to do. Oh, okay. So guys online, if you are, excuse me, if you are not, if you don't have your video on, we've got your name covered up there just so we're okay. And I hid you. Where'd it go? Okay, there it is. I don't know why that did that. How funny is that? Okay, can we make it small?
Yeah.
Trying to move out of the way so they have access. It's over here in the corner.
Okay.
Okay, we'll just not do quite the full. And your Metricool is right there. So I don't know what you want up there. You're on.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. So make sure that people could see me.
Yeah, click on that.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, good.
We need 1,000 colors best.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, for me, absolutely.
For me and her, it was a little too tall. And then...
You missed it. She said the guys are taller.
Yeah.
Oh,
She did. She did.
Ooh, real thing on flex.
Yeah. She knows how to boost people's egos. Well, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? How many of you guys use social media currently for your business? Few people. How often do you post?
Not as often as you should.
Yeah.
Apparently. Right.
That's a genuine question, though. How many times would you say you would post a week? Yeah, anything in general.
Just in general.
Every day. Okay, that's great.
Once or twice a week.
Once or twice a week. Okay. Okay. So social media is a platform that is the future. It's here and it's the future. And it is the new way to really engage and develop your brand, right? People want to see you and they want to know who you are. And honestly, you don't have to post about real estate. You don't have to post anything about real estate. Because do we sell real estate? Do we?
We connect people.
Do we sell real, like, do I sell real estate? Do you as a professional being licensed, do you sell real estate? What do you really sell? 100%. You sell yourself and your knowledge and the trust that people are going to have in you in handling the transaction. So people need to feel comfortable with who they're dealing with. They want to know you. They want to know who you are. What makes you tick? Is he a family man? Is he religious? What does he do in his off time? People have developed brands on social media with real estate and anything really, and have developed and created such a strong business and such strong branding that they don't advertise anymore. All they do is post all day and get a ton of business. So we're here to talk about a system that allows you to post, and you could create as much content as you want, and you could schedule it to be posted throughout the month. So imagine you take a day or two out of the month, create all your content, you schedule it to be posted, and you let it run. That's what Metricool does. So let me give you a little bit about social media and where we're headed. In 2024, there's an estimated 5.17 billion people on social media worldwide. That's more than half the world's population on social media. The average user or person uses 6.7 different social media networks a month. There's a ton now, right? TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, X. So my that's the original one.
I was an OG on that one, you don't even know.
I had so many customizations on my MySpace page.
Mine was pinked out.
It would take forever to load. Man, music, it was, those of you that know.
Right.
The amount of time people are spending on these social medias is almost 2.5 hours a day. So think about that, right? We sleep for 8 hours, we work for 8, and we have 8 free hours a day. People are spending an average of 2.5, close to. The number of social media users grew worldwide by 320 million. So what does that tell us consistently? Year after year, more and more people are going to hop on. Here are some projected numbers on the amount of money that's being spent on social media marketing. And this is all in the billions. So 2024, $219.8 billion on social media marketing. And it's projected by 2028 that it would be at 255.8 billion. We could see why Mark Zuckerberg is so filthy rich. So when we talk about developing your branding as a real estate professional, and we know that genuinely what we sell is ourselves, right? In our branding and our business and who we are. The best ROI that you could get on any social media currently is Instagram and Facebook, because Meta is connected together for both. So that is the best bang for your buck. YouTube is great. TikTok is the fastest growing social media currently. I personally think it's because it originated in China. And of course, they have a population advantage that we just can't compete with. So many people are adopting it over there. So that's what I think. So again, Metricool is a system that you could tie your Instagram, your Facebook, your Snapchat, your LinkedIn, your YouTube, and schedule everything to be posted on there. Incredible system. Here is a quick glimpse of what you get with Metricool. It's a snapshot, and you could see all the social medias here that you could actually connect to. And it gives you some great analytics as well. You could see how many people are engaging with your posts, how many likes you get, how many new followers, how many people have fallen off. If you create something that people are engaging, I suggest that you kind of head towards that and continue to create more content in that fashion, and you'll start to see what people like. So this Metricool system, we use it in our business, and it helps enhance our social media presence, saves us time and money, and it provides the perfect analytics that we need to be able to grow as a business. So Wolf here is going to demonstrate, going to log into Metricool and actually show you the system itself.
I'm miking up, thank you.
We're creating more content.
We're creating more content as we speak. And a lot of people think social media is very difficult. A lot of people think it's like, no, I don't want to be in social media. And it's so familiar, it's so predominant that we take it for granted, right? However, let me ask everyone online, and if you can comment, and everyone here, how many of you have spent advertisement money on any kind of leads, whether it's realtor.com, Zillow, or anything? How many of you guys have spent any money whatsoever? Right? Right. How much did you spend in average? About 300 a month. Okay, for how many months, more or less? Probably about a year. So that's about $3,000, right? Yeah. What if you could get better results through organically, through social media, through yourself, instead of having to pay all that money? But see, the thing, and I'm gonna address this, I'm gonna make a lot of people uncomfortable. We'd rather pay somebody than do it ourselves. Because you could have had the power to convert more leads on people reaching out to you, right? I made this question on the mastermind, last mastermind, to all of our agents in Unity, right? And the question is, how many of you guys love making calls to these internet leads? Like seriously, by show of hands, let me know how many love, like you'd rather do that than anything else, like show houses, than do an event, than work in anything else. How many of you guys actually rather make those internet calls? Which it used to take 7 to 10 touches, according to like old data, maybe like 3 years ago. However, here on the Wolfpack, I can tell you that nobody is more accurate with the data as far as what the response is on leads and online leads than us. Just this week, just up to this month, I think we've made as a team over 4,000 calls as a team, right? And believe me, it's painful. It's painful. You call in the Zillow lead, you're getting yelled at. You a lot of times you don't know what to say, you don't know how to handle it. But what if you have a choice? What if, wait, let me backtrack a little bit. And on top of that, you're paying to get yelled at. The cost per lead is about $35 to $40, depending on the lead. The lowest crappy one, there's a website out there, if anybody wants to try it, it's called Cheap Leads, and they literally are cheap leads. They did not lie. We tried it.
That's great branding, by the way.
It was great branding. We tried it. We tried cheap leads, and then we were really mad because we never got any results. And I was about to pick up the phone, call them back, and be like, "Hey, what's going on?" Well, it's on the name, cheapleads.com. And we did spend a couple $1,000s. Anything you do in marketing, it's always going to be in the thousands. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but as of last year, people stopped posting. Everybody that was in real estate kind of stopped posting vacation pictures on Instagram. Yeah, August of 20, and popping bottles and all this money, right? Everybody was going to Bahamas and Italy and wow, right? What a change from walking from Walmart, coming to real estate, popping bottles, and then going back to Walmart, right? How many people do we know that have gone back to work 9 to 5 and left doing real estate full time?
So many.
So many. What's the average? Like how many people? I think it's like a third, right? Or
I
fourth?
think it's like 50%.
About 50% of agents in total
60%
over the last 2 years.
50%.
Yeah, it's pretty up there.
I don't, well, but the problem is, did they actually leave the business? Or did they just leave, quote unquote, being full-time?
Right?
Oh, don't go on that one, to create.
Oh,
new-
Metricool, yeah.
Yeah, no, create, yeah, new tab, because you don't wanna take out.
Let's see.
Kick everybody.
They would
So
not like-
guys, it's a very important point, right? Because what if you had the choice? What if you had the choice of not just making calls, you still gotta make your calls, right? You still gotta make your calls, but what if you concentrate on making calls of people that already reach out to you instead of making calls to people that are gonna curse you out? You sound like, I mean, believe me, I speak 3 languages, right? Spanish, English, and Spanglish, and I predominantly have an accent in Spanglish. I go to Mexico and they're like, "Oh, you're from the US." I come here and they're like, "Oh, you're from Mexico," you know. So I'm like, right? So imagine me calling you and you answering the phone, and I'm like, "Hey, can I speak to Melissa?"
Sure.
Right? Yeah, she's seeing me right now,
Usually
but
they don't say that.
usually they don't say that, right? But for those of us, right? For those of us that like me might have an accent, we sound like we're calling from a call center in Philippines, right? Or we can take it farther. We can, call from Afghanistan or somewhere, right? We could be calling from India. And people are getting these calls, right? These spamming calls is oversaturated. Now there's regulations going on calling unsolicited. There's been some lawsuits, right? There was a 1.4 million lawsuit against one of the brokerages in 2021.
And texting.
Yeah, exactly. So unsolicited, right? But guess what? When they're opting in, when they're reaching out to you, they opted in to get spammed beautifully. Yeah. So guys, today is a professional spamming class. In a good way. In a good way. In real estate, however, compared to any other business, is a people's business, right? One thing that we preach a lot in our team is really, you're not in sales. You're not in sales. You're in relationships, relationship building. You're here to help people. I'm not going to convince somebody over the phone, over a text to like, "Oh, you don't want to sell your house? Come on, sell your house." Yeah, come on. All right, let's do it. No, it's more like, "Hey, this is what I do. Do you or somebody you know needs any help?" "Yes, I do." "All right, let's work together. This is who I am." Now that's where your branding comes in. That's when the sales part is on you, your confidence, whatever your value. God, with everything changing on the real estate industry lately, and commissions, buyer commissions, and all that stuff, talking about how everybody's telling you to show your value, right? And guess what? People do need you, but I think the last ones that believe it is us.
Yeah.
We're the last ones to believe we're actually needed, right? So if you don't want to get your self-esteem completely shattered, because to make cold calls, right, you either got to have really good self-esteem or you got to have no self-esteem at all. You cannot be in the middle, right? This is where Metricool comes in. People do want to know, people do want to follow your story. People want to follow your story. This last month, I had 7 people that reached out to me and said, "Hey, Vos, you keep popping out on my timeline. I never met and never talked to him and everything. You keep popping out on my timeline. My son and I want to buy a house. How do we do this? Hey, when do you have a chance that we can come to our office?" And they did come to our office last Thursday, and Barbara here can tell you how that went. And that's somebody that reached out to me through the branding. And these people have been following me for about a year. Right?
And these are people that didn't think that they could qualify.
This is people, yeah, they were really ashamed to show up, right? They thought their credit score was really bad. They're on the late 50s. Lady had 2 strokes in the last 2 years. All these challenges were happening, and they reached out to us and they said, I didn't want to talk to anybody, but I trusted you. I trusted you. You seem like I could trust you. They reach out to me. They cancel like 3 times, and eventually they reach out to me again and like, all right, well, this time I gotta do it. This time I'm gonna show up. It's like, look, just come in. Let's take a look at your situation. Right? Now, turns out that it could be a 4 to 6 months nurture, something around there, and their credit wasn't even that bad, and their financials are not that bad either. And there's other blessings that came into play now that they had the knowledge. This came through social media connecting. This is not through advertisement, guys. This is through you being you and letting people follow your story. That's why Netflix and reality shows are so important, right? You love to go in there. How many people see the Kardashians or any kind of reality show, right? Incredible amount of people. And most of them, they don't even have a plot. Nothing really happens. It's just drama, senseless, right?
A lot of crying.
So if you share your story, especially as real estate professionals, first of all, you gotta believe in yourself on what you do. Hey, this is my journey on me getting the knowledge to help other people. I posted a picture of my mom as an example, right? That was the example from Wednesday's training. That post, I was like, I'm gonna post a picture of my mom, and I'm gonna say how my mom inspired me to get into real estate. And I'll show you the numbers that we got from me using the example, that as an example for the training, right? I'm gonna log in real quick. Hector did a really, really good job, because before, if you don't understand why you need to do something, it doesn't matter how easy it is, you're not gonna do it. But if I show you how much money you're losing, it probably get a fire under you, right? You do not blame the market for your lack of work when you had the opportunity all along. It's not the market's fault that you didn't post on social media. It's not the market's fault that you don't follow up with clients. It's not the market's fault that you don't do all this. Everybody that's blaming the market, right? I'm very grateful for them, because ever since everybody started dropping off, I can tell you that we increased tremendously. In the last 4 years, guys, we as Unity on this last week, we officially had 678 home buyer assessments. And from January 2020 until last weekend. 678, I believe. I tend to be dyslexic a little bit, so it might be 3, but it's 73 or 78, one of those two. And we keep count, right? And our closing rate, usually people say that your conversion rate to close is 2%. Ours has been more like 25 to 30%. 70% of the people that we're closing right now is people that we've been nurturing for about a year or longer. So to give you some context, to give you some reasoning why and why it's so important, if you can relate to this, then this is what you need to start doing. Because after today, you're not going to have an excuse of why you're not having a successful business. Right? So I'm going to, oh, that's right. I got it right here. Second. Don't look at my password.
Well, you shouldn't be able to see your password.
Okay, let's see if I remember it then.
Yeah, it's all bot.
Oh. Give me a second.
Well, give your phone, so you're gonna get an email.
Give me a second. It's logged into my computer automatically. There we go. Does anybody have any questions online while I'm logging in?
I don't know whether they can. See if those people online can.
Oh, this, you can see it through here?
If anyone's on the Zoom call and wants to say something, you're gonna have to unmute because we can't see the chat box.
Bob, do you know how new this tool is?
It's been around for a little bit, but lately has gotten a lot of improvement. And I'm going to show you, this is actually live on my social media, right? This is the numbers that I've been able to accomplish using this consistently. And I've been using it now for about 3 months or 4 months. But before this, I was doing it manually. Before this, I was scheduling posts manually on Facebook and Instagram and in TikTok. And wow, it took me like 6 to 7 hours a week. And I wasn't even as consistent as I am right now. Right now, I am posting, kind of creating content for the whole month. At least once or twice are scheduled, and then I usually schedule once. I usually post myself like once or twice in a story. It really alleviates like 90% of the work. This is the numbers that I've been able to get. Right now, I have overall in a summary between all the social media that I have connected, guys. This is the dashboard. This is what it gives you. I have 8,071 followers active. I have in Facebook 5,866, Instagram 1,563, TikTok 616, and I've gone up 32%, right? And YouTube, TikTok and YouTube, I just made those like maybe 3 months ago. So they're really, really new. And those numbers are growing so fast. So far, I've had 2 clients from TikTok. And guess what? Let's talk about money for a little bit. $300 a month for a year, $3,000, brother. How much? How many conversions did you get? What?
What is it, Mike?
Mike?
Was it Mike?
How many deals did you close out of that year? Not many. Okay. How many leads do you think you got? Okay. So
I work basically by referrals, past clients.
yeah.
That type of stuff works out better than paying for leads that, you know, probably 1 in 10 will even respond.
1 in 10 respond. You would, how many closes do you think you had? 1, 2? Any? Maybe a couple. So let's say 2.
Typically, probably pay for stuff, not a couple, but
Mhm.
it was, it seemed like.
So
It seemed like it was a waste of time.
yeah, the average cost per lead is anywhere about, $35. That's like the average cost in all reality. It takes anywhere right now, because we're gauging it, anywhere just to get them to have a good appointment or a good conversation is taking 11 to 17 touches, right? And not only that, but you got to call them back within the first 5 minutes that they sign up. So there's all this investment that goes into it just to keep up with those kind of leads, right? However, this is a great way to keep in touch with all your referrals and everything, because if they're following you on social media, every time that you post is a reminder you're being humanized from a realtor to somebody you know, to a friend. A lot of people that follow me, they do feel like they know me. Sometimes it does get kind of creepy. Be careful. I was jogging in downtown at a park one time, and the maintenance guy started yelling at me, right? And I was like, I thought I did something wrong. He catches up to me in the truck, and he's like, "Hey, you're Vols, right? Yeah, my wife and I follow you, man."
You're literally following me.
Yeah, I was like, okay. He's like, "Yeah, I was at the car show that you were. I was at that other event that you were the other day." Oh, okay, cool. Hey, man, we've been trying to buy a house now for 2 years, but they told us we couldn't when I first tried 2 years ago. Oh, okay. So it does get a little creepy, right? It comes with the territory. Just be careful. But I saved myself right there an average of $350 to $400 is how much money you could spend in order to get a conversation like that with a client. That's not even taking it to closing. Yeah, your commission might be anywhere between $10,000 to $20,000, but the cost of conversion can be all the way to like $2,000, $3,000 per closing. However, if you're in people's minds, if you're using Metricool, if you're using everything, you're gonna be consistently keeping in touch with your referrals and everyone on social media. They're gonna be reaching out to you for free, right? Hey, are you ready to buy it? Are you ready to buy it? Are you ready to buy it? How about, hey, when can I come see you this week? Are you available on Thursday? Actually, I'm not, but coming Friday. Now I'm gonna play hard to get. And I'm gonna do that through here. This is some of the results that I've been getting when you log in into Metricool. This you get a summary of what your impressions are, right? I'm getting 30,000 impressions. 30,000 people are seeing my content on Facebook. 30,000.
Do you find these numbers are accurate?
Yes.
Go to the direct platform and you can look at their analytics.
Yes. Yes, they're pulling the data directly from your account, right?
So the big bump is the one, I'm guessing the one on the right-hand side is the most recent. Is that the post with your mom?
I will check. He's gonna tell me. So on Instagram, I have about 8,809 people looking at my Instagram. If it feels different when you're looking at these numbers, you're like, oh wow.
No, that's actually that it's an adjustment.
Yeah, it went the adjustment is it went down 3,792. Right? So I was actually getting somewhere around 12,000. On TikTok, I have 7,864, and on YouTube I have 26. I'm still getting used to YouTube. Each one has a different little way that it works. So I'm still learning on YouTube. You can see here the trend of the impressions that I've had over the post. And this is by social media. Now the post, right? How many times am I posting? I posted 1,474 total in the history that I've had Facebook. 170 times on Instagram, 108 on TikTok, and once on YouTube. That's why I'm getting low numbers. So guys, say hi, everybody. Like we're recording this. You're gonna be on YouTube.
You're on our YouTube. We'll have you on our YouTube.
Oh, we're gonna be on the
You
YouTube.
tag it once it goes up.
We need to try the social media for Realty One, and then we should experiment on it for 6 weeks and then follow it.
You do that.
So number of posts, 192, right? And this is from January 27th to February 25th. List of posts, right? Oh, actually, it's a meme, right? I posted a meme, just LMAO, come on, people, let's be more positive, right? And I don't know if I can see, yeah, I can see the meme. This is a meme. That's it. Something so simple. Just Google like funny memes, keep it professional, right? Something like PG-13. Funny memes to post. I got 38 likes and still going. I didn't even think it was that funny. I just did not have anything else to post that day. Now, here is where I can see how my casual posts are doing against the real estate ones. Obviously, my whole purpose of this is to increase the real estate business and increase my numbers. Now I can compare, right? This is giving me when I posted, how many impressions, how many interactions, right? Maybe I had 5,000 impressions, but my interactions only had 1. Now I can tailor a little more to what my audience is. And who is my audience? So it tells you who's your audience. Let's see. For example, I'm gonna go to Facebook directly. It gives me the stats per social media that I am connected here. Okay. This is everything that you can connect. You can even connect your Google ads, your Facebook ads, Twitch. I don't know, some people might be big into Twitch if you're like, for certain reasons. Your Google business, right? All that is important for us as real estate professionals. Especially how much is this data worth when I'm getting a listing? Hey, listen, the reason I charge 4% for listing is because when you advertise through me, you're getting all these numbers along with it. Oh, there's another realtor? Yeah, send me his numbers to see how much exposure he can get you. Then at the end of the day, he's who can get you the best money for your home, right? Who can maximize the ROI in your home better? And at the end of the day, it comes to the marketing done on it. So listing it and posting it in MLS, anybody can do that. By showing the numbers of what your reach is, right? You must be doing something right. Not only that, you can show them your demographics. You can show them your demographics. How many How many are female, male, and unknown? People that didn't register, there are certain criteria, right? So obviously my real estate marketing is working because most of the people that I have is females, right? And females are the decision makers. So I'm very mindful about that. That's why I post pictures of me, my baby, or post about being a dad, or a comment, a real thought of me, of what I think about a situation that I went through, something that humanizes me, that talks family. I like to be very family oriented, right? And in that way, people that understand that the most is the wives, right? They're the center of the family. When we're dealing with homes, whatever you like to admit it or not, moms are the heart of the family. They are. And guess what? No matter how much a husband likes a home, right? Whoever's going to stay home is going to be the one that's going to make the decision. So I think this is really helping me with the conversion that I've been getting in real estate. Followers per city. As you guys know, we do work in different markets. We work in Texas markets and we work in just national, depending on how the trend is going and different numbers. But one of the biggest followings that I have is from El Paso, Texas, originally because I'm from there, right? But Phoenix is getting up there, right? And you could turn this and use this as a local realtor on where are your people coming from. If you're concentrating and paying for advertisement on Scottsdale and all your followers are from Mesa, you need to make some adjustments, right? If you want to concentrate on a certain area and you're paying a lot of marketing for that, and your numbers are saying that you're heading in the wrong direction, this could save you a lot of money. Now, does anybody have any questions online before I continue?
Make sure to unmute yourself and just ask.
Is the sound on?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay, can somebody say something to test up the sound, please?
On the online Zoom?
Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Ah, there we go. Thank you, thank you. So, guys, I would highly suggest we're gonna email this. I'm gonna share this on the Paradise Valley group as well. The link, test it out. It's a free account. You can connect. You can do up to 50 posts a month, right? Schedule up to 50 posts for completely free. Most of you guys are not even doing 10% of that either way. But now it'd be good. It'd be good. Like, hey, did I schedule 30 posts this month on every single social media? Right? Now, the big question is, what do I post? I don't know what to post. People are overthinking it.
We have free content available, folks.
There's
tons of
free
content
content.
for
There's
this
one
business.
studio. You got an opinion, right? Just be yourself. Just be human in a very PG-13 way. Let me rephrase that. Do not get blocked. Do not go to Facebook jail. You're not, it would defeat the purpose. Okay? Keep it PG-13, guys. All right, keep it common. Come on, we're trying to generate business. So you can post opinions, pictures of family that you're willing to share. You don't have to do that, right? You can comment on a certain topic, right? If you're in real estate, ask questions. That's one of the best results. One of the things that work the most, and one of the posts that I have is, all right, guys, it's Monday. Post your business on the comments. Let's help promote each other's businesses. I think I have like 168 comments of people from every industry, even other realtors promoting in there. And it wasn't even, it was just a question. Sometimes it's like, hey, anybody got suggestions for a mechanic? Just post a question and you will see how you get like 30, 40 comments. So
How do you post one of your listings?
when I post one of my listings, I take a picture, right? I take a picture or I download one of the listings pictures or one or two, and then I post it. I do not share the link because the social media algorithm will push that as advertisement instead of an actual generic post.
One of the other reasons not to share the link is if you just share the photo and a few little bits of information, guess what? they gotta ask questions.
They gotta ask questions.
So if they ask, where is this, or what is the price? Don't put the answer on the social media thing. Let them reach out to you and you have that conversation with them one-on-one. So that other people contact you asking for the price, because then you know you've got somebody interested.
Can you just repeat that part? You say, not that part, but the, platform will flag it as advertising.
Yes, so let's, and we're gonna share this as well. We're gonna share this as well, and the do's and don'ts of social media and how the algorithm works.
Social media is all based off algorithms. A lot of it is automated. So there's certain times that you want to post and the best times to get the most engagements, right? 9 a.m., lunchtime, and then after work, the most engaged times. And then at the same time, the algorithm is so intelligent that when you post something and then it has a link, it recognizes that it's advertising that you're not paying Meta for, and it expresses it, and people can't get it.
So it doesn't delete it.
It limits the visibility.
It limits the visibility.
There.
So remember, it's called social media for a reason, right? If you're gonna advertise, if you're gonna spam everyone, they want to make money off of you. And that's the business model. Of course, so does TV, so does radio. So does everything else that you're gonna do. The guy holding a sign outside, so spinning a sign, is also gonna charge you. Nobody works for free. So don't be cheap.
On Metricool, does it suggest what time you should post? when you're-
Yes, and that's what we're gonna head into. The next thing is when you have all the social media connected, how do you keep track of it? In Metricool, it puts all your inboxes in one single inbox, so you never miss a message, right? So you never miss a message. Everything, I have my messages here from Facebook, from Instagram. I have a couple from TikTok, right? And to give you a good example, I have my comments right here. This is a comment, and I can respond here on the comment. So this is the post about my mom. She commented here, and I can reply back here. Response. I'm not gonna post that, but that will be my response. All right. To give you a good example, let me show you guys a success story. The better you understand the why, the more you're gonna be willing to do it and take advantage of this training. Your name is Mary. So, to everyone, please pay attention to this. This is the messages that she was sending me, okay? Now, Mary reached out to me and she was like, hey, you post up, you come up on my social media all the time. I have a question about me and my son buying a house, I'm sorry. And I was like, all right, these are the requirements, the basic requirements. Do you meet them? Do you have last 2 years of taxes? Do you have a credit score of minimum 580? Are you currently working 40 hours? Just everything in one message. She replied, yes, yes, and no. All right, are you available in 15 minutes for a call? Yes, I am. And that was an application right there within the first 10 minutes. How many of you would like to have that response? Right? So you know what you got to do, right? So, you as well, and that's okay. I expect you to be busy. Congrats on your new bundle of joy. Now, I never met this person, but I share pictures with my son and everything, and that humanizes me. That makes her feel that she can trust me. I'm a stranger. Stranger danger. I'm a stranger, and I could be a bouncer at a bar, or I could be doing real estate. I'm fit for both. So, going down, right? I'm asking questions, guys. Look, if you're not immediately qualified, we're gonna develop a step-by-step plan to take you to owning your own home. It doesn't matter if it takes 3 months, 6 months. We will walk with you through every step. And then she's like, "Okay, check this out. What does that say, brother?
Let's do it.
How many of you want this?
Everyone.
This would have cost me first of all, this would have cost me about $335 or $400 to get if I was paying advertisement. My cost was zero monetarily, but I have to put in the effort of doing this, right? And the other hand, if I was paying for Zillow leads $3,000 in a year and getting no results, I will be frustrated as well. Don't you wish you would have gotten a Zillow lead that said, hey, let's do it?
If I could just interject with something, I think what social media really does is when one advertises through, whether it be, Zillow or you do Google Ads, PPC, and you're calling these people that are somewhat interested, you're still a stranger reaching out to somebody. There's no trust associated there. But when people follow you on social media, it's like if they start to get to know you. You're almost like a friend, and they start to see who you are, and that trust starts to develop little by little to the point where they'll eventually reach out. And when you do have the conversation with them, that trust is already there. The trust is there, and it makes it easier to have those conversations.
Yeah. How many of you guys feel like Dwayne Johnson, for example? Right?
That's the homie right
Taylor
there.
Swift. Taylor Swift, right?
Rock, yeah.
Yeah. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. I don't know. I follow a lot of action movies. Anybody that's a public figure, guys, you as real estate agents, you are a public figure. You really are, right? Because yes, you're under a brokerage, yes, you're under everything, but people are gonna follow you, your story, your struggles. They're gonna sympathize, they're gonna empathize with you. Right? So you don't even, one of the things talking about the algorithm, I post about real estate maybe twice to 3 times a week, but it's only 30% of my posts. 70% of them are just some random things, and I got a lot of opinions. I've been on Facebook jail once, and I promised I was gonna behave, and Mark was pretty nice. Judge Mark was pretty nice to me, and he said, okay, don't do it again. So now I keep a PG-13 like the meme. Going back to how Metricool works and letting you know when is the best time to post, right? This is on Facebook, and it breaks it down by social media. So when are the best times to post on Facebook or Instagram, right? Now on Facebook, the darker the color gets on the time slot, the better. The lighter it gets, the worse. Okay? And this is live data being analyzed every single day, right? Now we know the power of AI, analytics, and all the power that is being used. So I found this to be over 90% accurate in everything that I've done. I have posted on purpose. On the bad times just to see, and yeah, I did not get any response. So for example, the hottest times when it gets darker is right about 10 a.m., right? Right when people are supposed to be at work or in Mastermind at 10 a.m., but they're on their phones, right?
Who's on their phone now?
See, you right there, right? But they're working. They might be answering, a client or something. But right when people are at work, how many people jump into social media and check their videos and check everything like that? So you see where the dark areas are? That's where you want to post, right? So for example, for Monday, I can click in here at 2 p.m. and it's gonna give me create new post. Now here on the top, it gives me the choice to post in every single social media that I have connected. Here, I can choose between a post, a reel, or a story. So if you have a listing and you're not posting this and your listing is not up on your story every single day, yeah. Right? But you're busy, you gotta show homes. If you have 3 or 4 clients and you're working with 3 or 4 clients, you're gonna realize that you don't have a lot of time to post. But this is gonna take you about an hour for the whole week. If you're just doing a week, it's probably gonna take you like 40, 30 minutes for the whole week, right? And you wanna push that listing as much as possible.
So can you choose different times per platform?
Yes. Yep. Yes. For example, here, I can choose that I'm gonna do a post, right? And my post is gonna be, I'm so happy to be alive. I am, by the way, that's a true statement. In Realty One group, because we're doing training, so I got a brand. Right? So I could post a picture, I can upload a video, just get a video, you drop it in there, you get a picture, you drop it in there, you have emojis, right? You can add the first comment, right? So you can even program your own first comment. True story. That's my comment.
Hey, boss,
Yes.
can you adjust the camera so that we can see the screen, please?
Oh, we're not sharing the screen.
Oh, we're not sharing the screen? No?
All this time, guys, why didn't you say something?
Well, I enjoy looking at Voz's forehead.
Oh, thank you.
Well, yeah, the bummer of that means that we didn't share that the entire time, so we are not going to be saving this presentation. Because that does not make any sense.
But we're gonna send you guys a live to do. We already have a previous recording of it.
Was this what you were sharing?
Mhm.
It was, yeah. Yeah, next time, guys online, please speak up. Okay, there you go.
There we go. So this is what it looks like. Okay.
Thank you.
This is your social media right here. This is Instagram, right? It is not, since I don't have a picture, it's not gonna let me post on Instagram. Since I don't have a video, it's not gonna let me do TikTok or Facebook. But guess what? I could also do my blog. I can connect my LinkedIn or my Google Business or anything else that I need to do. So once I'm here and I'm sharing a post, I can schedule it. Here's the date, right? I clicked on a date and a specific time slot and I can do that. So I'm just gonna click schedule to show you guys how it looks. And that's how your post is gonna look.
Does that work pretty well across the platform?
Yes, it does.
Right, they're a little different, right, depending on which one you're on, but they all have the same.
Yes. Yes, and for example, on this one, if I have a picture here or something, it's gonna give me a little preview of what the post is gonna look like, according to the platform, per platform. Okay. Thank you. Thank you guys for everyone that was admiring my forehead. I got a fresh cut 2 days ago. So once you click schedule, you're gonna have it ready to go. Right? And you can do the same thing with stories. You can do per platform if you want to. You don't have to go over to change it, but if you want to see the hottest time, you can go to Instagram and see what the difference is. People are in Instagram different times that they are on Facebook. Right? So let's say here for Wednesday, I can click on this time slot, right? Let me see. Of course, I need to add a picture, but once I add a picture, Instagram is gonna light up and then I can do my post. This is what you guys can do in order to get it scheduled for 4 weeks, 6 weeks in advance and start measuring what it is. It's literally gonna take you 30 to 35 minutes, maybe. Okay, now this is just a basic rundown. You can integrate Canva. If anybody uses Canva, this integrates with Canva where you can automate the whole process. You have a listing, you're posting something directly from Canva, you can do that. There's quite a good amount of interactions as well with ChatGPT, which is right here. Text generator with ChatGPT. Okay. So if you don't know what to post, how to say it, or what to say it, or somebody to check your spelling for you, you can literally do all this from Metricool. Now, the pricing, I wish I had an affiliate program and they would pay me to promote, but they don't. So this is an honest opinion. It's non-biased. So the pricing, guys, And there's a phone app as well. You can download the phone and you can do all this from your phone. Do the same integrations and everything.
You have to log out.
Under 20 a month,
It's free
well, free for the. 50.
for the 50. And yes, it's about $20 a month if you want to do, but if you want to do you can do up to 5 different brandings, right? So in case you have for example, a lot of people have an Avila home, he can create an Avila homepage, right? Just something that is more generic. And he can also create a total different branding and post exactly the same content or different content. So you can do up to 5 accounts.
That are
Let's
linked.
see, that are linked.
Gotcha.
Up to 5 accounts, meaning like five accounts. I'm one account, Voz. So I can connect everything, all social media that's related to Voz. But if I have a Unity group, that's a different account. So now I can create everything that is on Unity group.
So Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah.
all.
One is a team that the team persona. The other one is the realtor or the person, individual. And you can have up to 5 brands for like $20 pricing. So this is a free version. Management of all your brands and social media accounts, excluding LinkedIn. The LinkedIn is the only one that doesn't let you do anything for free. They figure that if you're a professional and you're talking to professionals, you should have the budget. Which, right? Planning up to 50 pieces of content per month. Guys, you don't need anything else than 50 pieces. You really don't. Analysis of 5 competitor profiles. How is your content being ranked against other realtors, against other people in your city, against other real estate entities, right? Access to analytics with 3 months of historical data. That's where you know where to put your money in. That's how you maximize. That's how you bring your cost per lead from $40 down to 10. By knowing what's working on your data and what strategies to use. Utilize the AI assistant for generating new copy ideas. So you can take a previous post, generate an idea out of it, and it will generate another one for you. Okay. Does anybody have any questions?
That's a lot of value for the free one. What do you get with the free? Just the number of brands, whatever.
Yes. So from $18, you can do up to 2,000 pieces of content per month. You get your LinkedIn, right? How many people use LinkedIn?
I have it with the stuff. Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And it's just being relatable, right? It also comes to your personality and how you're handling your branding, and your purposes, right? For example, with Melissa, with Barb, I can honestly say why they use LinkedIn, because they got a LinkedIn with a lot of more professionals, recruiting, creating those business relationships. But there's a misunderstanding that we think that we realtors need to be lone wolves out there. That's not true. We need to collaborate with as many people as possible. That's why all of our trainings here at the Wolfpack, they always open to anybody from some people that joined last week. They were not even in the real estate business, but they wanted to know this because of their business. This was going to be helpful for them. But what we're building there is credibility and relationships. This Saturday, I'm doing a grand opening for an auto shop. Nothing to do with real estate. I'm promoting all week. I'm giving away like 50 oil changes, right? And just to help him get his business off the ground. He hasn't been a client yet. It's just a good relationship that I have, right? I've been blessed to have a little bit of knowledge in marketing, and I'm using that to build relationships instead of making money out of that. I'd rather build the relationships, because no matter what I can charge him to do a grand opening, 800, 1,000, 1,500, it's not gonna compare to when he sends me a referral and I get 3% listing. And guess what? I'm gonna get to know, right, every single worker he has on that shop. I'm gonna get to know the family. I'm gonna get to know everybody that's gonna come and participate, as I'm gonna put in some music. I'm gonna DJ for a little bit, and I'm just gonna have fun and get to meet everyone. So those are different strategies. And I'm gonna come back with a lot of content that I'm gonna put in Metricool, and it's gonna convert into even more. Now, if I'm posting something like that, do you feel that you're being advertised if you see my content? Right? Would you feel like if you see like, hey, a picture of the grand opening and just us having fun, eating a hot dog or something, would you feel that's advertisement? The picture with my mom, do you feel like it's advertisement? But I got better results than if I would have advertised.
Showing gratitude,
People don't want to be advertised to.
showing you're human, right? It's that human connection.
And for $45 a month, you're gonna have manage all your brands and social media. It goes up to 5,000 pieces of content. So Metricool, guys, Metricool is actually meant for social media marketing companies, right? But we have adapted it to real estate, and you can adapt it to use it yourself as a single user. They make their money out of social media marketing firms, because literally this is what they're gonna do for you, and they're gonna charge you $300 a month, and it's gonna take them 10 minutes of the whole month, and they just made $300 in 10 minutes. But if you want to pay somebody to do that, let me know. I'll be more than glad to charge you if you don't want to do it. So I can do this for you.
Well, and just a reminder, how many of you know all of the social media options that you have available through Realty One Group each and every month? How many of you been to Rock University? How many of you online? All right. So remember, they provide you with 30 posts at least per month, plus a newsletter, but those posts can be used for Instagram. They can be used for Facebook. They can be used out there so you can have content if you don't know what to put up there. So please don't forget about that. I think it's a great opportunity for you to utilize that and be able to be on top of these posts, even when you aren't sure what to put together. So I think that's the hardest thing, right, is content. But I think one of the things Voss says is if you have a listing, break up that information on the listing. Take one set of photos and post it one day. Take a couple of different photos and post it a different day. You could post pool shots of 3 or 4 listings with Realty One Group saying, you know, which pool do you like best? All 5 of these homes are available through Realty One Group. Can I take you and show you one of them? Right? I mean, you can take the twist. There's lots of different ways you can put stuff together. I think the hardest thing is for you to sit down and get that content ready to go. But this system obviously helps you take it and then push it out. That's where I was always confused. Like, really, I have to log in here and I have to set this up. Wait, where do I go to? Okay, wait, I can schedule that. Okay, I can schedule here, like how to get that. But that was so easy with being able to look at the map and go, okay, 2 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon. This is going to go out Thursday. I can send this out, right? You can schedule your whole week, even if you're not comfortable doing 4 or 5 weeks out, right? So we may try to see whether we can steal your YouTube and put that up for our YouTube, since we didn't have the video, you know, the screens available. And guys online, please, next time, let me know that. I didn't even catch it when I went on to the Facebook and checked to make sure we were live. So, all right, have a great week. Any last questions for Vaz or Hector?
Thank you, guys. Yeah, this was great. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So there's some more to come too with automation.
Yeah, this Wednesday, we're doing the next part that follows through this, just to finish some integrations and at a very basic level.
Can you hear them? They're saying this
Uh,
Wednesday, their Wednesday content.
Yeah.
They always do a Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. training, and all of you are welcome to join. I put it in usually our newsletters. We'll post it on our Wednesday midweek, so you'll have that information.
You guys have a great week. We're gonna go ahead and end this and talk to you later. Bye.